Now, it's no secret, I don't really listen to a lot of rap. When I was younger, I did, like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, some Ice Cube. For a while there, like maybe a few months, I got super into Swollen Members. But like that's as far as my knowledge and listening experience with rap goes. But this came out at the beginning of everything that happened the last 2-3 years. Near the beginning. We were in it, but we weren't nearly in as deep as we would later on become. And everything, well, I guess 99.9% of what he says in this song was so deadly accurate. And a lot of it came true. I think this came out like 6 months into it. Or at least that's when I heard it. 6-7 months. If you actually listen to the lyrics, like, oh my god, that happened. Yep, you were right about that. That happened. I said before in a previous video that Nightwish's virtual world show was a time capsule of the shape of the world the last few years. This is the very, very definition of a time capsule of that time. 20-30 years, someone asks us, hey, what was that like? You don't even need to say anything. Show them this song. Everything in this song, that's what it was. That's what happened. And this one, if you struggled through it or had hard times or whatever, this might be a little bit of a difficult listen. Because, like, the music, if you've never heard it, like, the music, the lyrics, how he says things, it might be a little hard to listen to. But I thought it would be good to do it. Before I get going, be sure to subscribe. It helps me out so much. Go. This is Tom Mcdonald. The Virus. I don't really want to say it because I don't know if you're allowed to say it yet, but
I don't know what to think about this virus. Started in China, now everybody in America's hiding. There's no groceries cause people start to panic and buy it. The shelves are empty, the ones with plenty already stockpiling. Y'all making memes, think it's funny? Wait a week till the riots. Wait a month till the only way to eat is be violent. It's not the sickness that's scary, it's all the people who wildin'. The government lying, they trying to keep us calm through the sirens. You know it's for real. And all the pharmaceutical giants don't have a cure that they can sell you, so now everyone's dying. There's no vaccines or medication made that can fight it. I guess it's time to pray to God, we can't rely on the science.
What I really like about this song is he'll say something and you will have a memory of it. Like about like the grocery stores, about idiots stockpiling things they didn't need to. You will remember that exact like time. It's like, oh crap, I need this but they don't have it. Or yeah, I remember when the streets were empty because we were locked down. Like I said, this is the picture perfect time capsule for this.
And everyone around me in a mask and some gloves. The stock market crashed and the bank's about to bust. Tell us sanitize our hands, this will pass. It's a bug, stay inside, you'll be fine till we're trapped there for months. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. When locking all our doors down, we're sticking together.
This next verse hits hard. Just warning you now. It's gonna hit hard.
This a pandemic. But we don't listen to the news because they lied to us for years, so how we know that this the truth? And most of us are young enough to think that we're immune, so we just pass it on to people who won't survive it like you. It's either worse than they're telling us or it's nothing at all. But the school shut down, a ghost town in the mall. They gon' quarantine the city, block the road out of Dodge, then tell us leaving our homes is actually breaking the law. This is just the beginning, you know it's gotta get worse. If the doctors get sick, the hospitals won't work. The conspiracy theories all sound like facts, that's for sure. But the fact is we're trapped on this planet called Earth. And the bleach gone, the bread gone, the water sold out, the meat gone, the milk gone, the pasta sold out. Don't leave anything for anyone, you hoard it for yourself. You'd rather tell them go to hell than be a man and go and help.
That whole verse gives me chills beyond words.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. We're hoping for the best, but we're preparing for the worst. There's one thing we're not scared of, is hard work. We're up against an enemy that doesn't have a face. There's no bombs we can drop, there's nowhere we can aim. There's no soldiers to stop with a tank at the gates. There's no cure that we've got or a pill we can take. There's no food, it's been bought. The truth is we're afraid. We sit inside our rooms and we pray. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all ghost town.
Just chills. Like 99.9% of that song, he wasn't wrong. Like, he literally wasn't wrong. And like every line he has, you can like kind of like narrow it down to like, I remember when they did that. I remember when that got announced. I remember when the lockdown got announced. The place I was working for before, they had to give you a piece of paper that says you are allowed to be out if you got like stopped by the cops, because if you weren't like going to work, coming from work, going to buy like food or whatever, the police could stop you. They would shut down like parties before they even got going. You were only allowed, what was it? I think 2 or 3 people inside, unless they live with you or whatever. I think 5 outside. If you had more than that, you would get fined, whatever happened. Yeah, it got to the point where I am. You needed a piece of paper so the cops wouldn't stop you. Which I get it. It was like a new thing, they didn't know what to do, but when I got that piece of paper saying I was allowed outside, I was thinking like, oh shit, this is really, really not good. When he says it's a ghost town, I walked home from work. I left on one of the busiest streets and then I would turn up to another super busy street. I was done at 9. On a normal day before this whole shit show happened, there were cars. You would see, or I would see, hundreds of them every night. I think I was like 2 or 3 weeks into the lockdown, I think, when people are like, okay, yeah, we need to stay home. I could have walked. I could have left and I could have walked on the road, in the middle of the road, all the way home. Didn't see one car. That's when it kind of like, it became real when I got the letter, but it's like, there are no cars on the road. Everything is closed. I walked by some restaurants. I walked by some bars. Normally they were just jumping, just full of life. Lights off, doors locked, sign flipped, we're closed. I was like, wow. Really is a ghost town. And I went up to Walmart. Like, there's so many. Like, I went up to Walmart. There was no food. There was a couple, like, chicken breasts, some ravioli. Toilet paper was gone, as he said. It's just, this is a time capsule for this. This song will forever live on. Like I said, people ask you, kids ask you how it was 20, 30 years from now. Show them this song. This is what happened. But that was Tom McDonald. It's scary how deadly accurate this was. But for now, that's it. That's all. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again real soon. I'm not gonna lie. If... like, it's... sometimes that song is super hard to get through. Because it's just taking you all the way back. Later.